sometimes when we're doing a limit, we'll have to use L'Hopital's rule more than once. So let's go through an example where that happens. So here we want to take the limit as x goes to 0 of sine of x minus x all over x cubed. So if we first just try direct substitution, if we plug in 0, we'd have sine of 0, which is 0, minus 0 over 0 cubed. So we get our indeterminate form, 0 over 0. So by L'Hopital's rule, we know that this limit is equal to the limit as x goes to 0. We take the derivative of the top, which would be cosine of x minus 1, over the derivative of the bottom, which would be 3x squared. Now, again, at this point, we want to try plugging in what we're taking the limit of. So we're going to plug in 0. Now, cosine of 0 is 1. So here we have 1 minus 1 over 3 times 0 squared, which again gives us the indeterminate form. Now, there's nothing stopping us from using L'Hopital's rule again. So we have that this limit is equal to the limit as x goes to 0 of, now we take the derivative of the top, remember the derivative of cosine is negative sine of x, minus the derivative of 1 would be 0 over 6x. Okay, so once again we try plugging in 0, so we'd have negative sine of 0, which would just be negative 0 or 0 over 6 times 0, and yet again we get 0 over 0. So we can still use L'Hopital's rule again. So we have that the limit as x goes to 0 would be negative cosine of x over 6. When we plug in 0 here, we'd get negative cosine of 0, which would be negative 1, because cosine of 0 is 1, over 6. So we've done L'Hopital's rule 3 times, and that's okay, but we see that the limit as x goes to 0 of sine of x minus x over x cubed is equal to negative 1/6.